Blinken's stark message: China's role in sustaining Russian threat to Ukraine. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken issued a stern warning during his visit to Beijing, indicating that the United States is prepared to take action if China continues to supply Russia with materials used in its ongoing assault on Ukraine. Blinken emphasized to the BBC that such actions by China are exacerbating the most significant threat to European security since the Cold War. While refraining from specifying the exact measures the U.S. might undertake, Blinken acknowledged positive developments in certain areas. He commended Beijing for its efforts to curb the flow of fentanyl, a potent opioid, into the United States, acknowledging the grave public health crisis it poses. Blinken also underscored the potential for China to play a constructive role in the Middle East, particularly in urging restraint in the region's conflicts. He pointed to China's influence with Iran as a possible avenue for de-escalation in its standoff with Israel. This visit marked Blinken's second trip to China in less than a year, reflecting a notable increase in diplomatic engagement between the two powers. Despite lingering tensions stemming from issues like Taiwan, the South China Sea disputes, and U.S. restrictions on technology exports, both sides have sought to improve relations following a tumultuous period. Recent legislative actions in the U.S., such as the passage of laws targeting Chinese-owned platforms like TikTok, have further strained relations. However, Blinken indicated that such matters were not discussed during his meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping. President Xi acknowledged some positive strides in bilateral relations since his meeting with U.S. President Joe Biden, advocating for a partnership rather than rivalry. He expressed hope that with a constructive approach from the U.S., relations could stabilize and advance. Blinken emphasized the importance of halting the flow of critical components from China to Russia, which aid in the production of munitions. Stressing that such actions support Russian aggression against Ukraine and pose a threat to European security, Blinken warned of potential consequences if China fails to act. While highlighting areas of potential cooperation, such as artificial intelligence and military communications, Blinken reiterated the necessity for China to cease its support for Russian military capabilities. He affirmed that the U.S. has already taken action against Chinese entities involved in such activities and is prepared to escalate if necessary, potentially through sanctions.